Pathfinder Rider, if you will. Hello, Pathfinder. A moment.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps, given the complexity... Thank you, Pathfinder.
Power outages make no sense.
What's the trouble?
Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's it here. We could scan the area. Scan to assess the nature of the damage.
Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
It's me.
You're the one who... How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for...
Stranger.
Sleeper family. Hear them make the or.
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our family.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list. Like Microsoft.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
I founded the outpost. I didn't decide who would stay in stasis.
You don't care that you've torn families apart?
That's not what I said.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
Okay. I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
But the best beat was the first.
I got your report. Both our Pathfinder and the Natanus? What a mess.
It could have been much worse.
True. We've got survivors to find and a new Pathfinder out in the... Take it. I owe you for this, Ryder. It's without you.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protest onyx.
I see. Maybe others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
Then what's the point of all those outposts I've founded?
People need more than space, Ryder. They need work they're trained for, and we don't have placements for those families. If I just toss them to any outpost with a spare bunk, they become a burden we can't afford.
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
These people aren't the enemy. We didn't come all this way to rip families apart. We'll manage the resource squeeze somehow.
Your compassion is admirable, but...
Guess we're all tightening our belts.
You can run a stasis override command from operations. I hope the rest will be that easy.
Any logistics updates are due.
No, it's...
Okay, sending the override command. The stasis pods should start unlocking.
You're really doing this? I was at the protest in hydroponics. I thought we'd just get more excuses. But we already lost a year waiting for our families. I'm glad it's time.
Things will be lean for a while, with the new mouths to feed.
But you're out there. We'll manage somehow. My mom was scared something would go wrong and she'd be awake in stasis all that time. She isn't... It doesn't work like that, but I just want her out, so I know.
Override complete. Stasis revival triggered on the Nexus.
There! That's her!
Why are you still here? Go be the face your mom wakes up to.
I will. Thank you.
Given new resource allocation, personnel in stasis on the Hyperion may now be required to wait longer.
When it's time, you'll have a home to wake up to. I promise.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
It's just not fair.
Our delegation arrives on the Nexus. As they're now working to...
Excuse me, Pathfinder. I don't know where else to turn. My best friend's been missing since the revolts.
Tell me.
He was involved with a woman who was exiled. She obsessed over him, and I'm sure she kidnapped him. The powers that be don't buy it and don't care. They say most likely he went willingly.
Love can?
He didn't love. The initiative has branded him. I want to clear his name. Say,
I'll see what I can do.
I'm in your debt.
Authorities continue work. A bar opened on the Nexus.
I'm worried about this. Can't find you.
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Alert Professor Herrick to come secure it.
I know this running around, it's not.
The Turian Ark has been found. But the Turian Pathfinder, Mason Marrow, was reportedly killed shepherding the Ark planetside. Former Spectre Avitus Rix is now expected to assume the role of Pathfinder. This is HNS.
Once we gather a few more colonists, we'll be taking you over to the Nexus. You'll need to clear immigration.
This is not good. Damned exiles.
Hit an energy cloud. They're calling it
Boy, Pathfinder. Today has not been a good day.
the Nexus.
Why's that?
As long as you avoid
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for the outposts you've started was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
It would be nice.
Funny thing, people you kill mind their own business. Maybe when you come across them assholes.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just quiet.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. Eos, trying to start a settlement.
His sacrifice won't be forgotten.
Agreed. I have a pendant our father wore.
Of course.
In his digital...
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to,